Hello, I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 5 says, He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causes shame. Aesop had a fable about a grasshopper and an ant. The ant was busy gathering food all summer for the long winter ahead. Meanwhile, what does the old grasshopper do? He's singing, he's playing on his fiddle, and he's mocking the ant while doing absolutely nothing to prepare for the cold days ahead. Suddenly, winter arrives. The ant is warm in his house, and of course, he's enjoying the food that he's stored up when the cold, starving grasshopper comes to beg for food. The ant turns him away, saying that if he sang all summer, then he can dance all winter. In other words, dance to stay warm. A popular saying that we often use is make hay while the sun is shining. The sun gives us light, it also gives us heat. Sometimes we have to work when there's not much light and when it's not real warm. We must work in what we would call uncomfortable conditions in order to be comfortable or ready later on. If we're comfortable at the wrong time, think about it in this verse, sleeping in the harvest, we'll be uncomfortable later on. Spiritually, our harvest is coming. Will you toil and work hard today so that one day you can hear from your Savior that wonderful phrase, well done? Look at the opportunities and not the obstacles today. Verse number 6, blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Well, that looks good on you. That's a phrase we all look forward to hearing or long to hear. Not everybody can pull off certain looks, but it's amazing. One person looks hideous or out of place, and then you put the same outfit on somebody else, and they make it look great. They look, we would say, natural in it. You know, blessings look natural and are to be expected in the life of a just person or someone that's walking by faith in God. Think of the person that is living for God today. Does it shock you to see that God is using them or even that God is blessing them? Why? Because blessings of God just naturally follow those who follow Him. Now, the opposite of the just would be the wicked. He doesn't have the blessings of God on his head, but rather has violence. The word here is destruction covering his mouth. The way we would say this phrase is he has destruction written all over his face. It's been seen not only in their actions, but also we can see it in their words. Their speech betrayeth their wicked imaginations, which they try to keep hidden down in their heart. If we described your life today, how would we describe it? That the blessings of God are on your head, or would we say destruction is written all over your face? One more before we finish today, verse number 7. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. Most of us possess some kind of an heirloom that's been passed down from generation to generation. The item may not really have some significant monetary value, but rather is valued for the precious memories that it possesses. What will you leave behind as an heirloom for future generations? The best heirlooms to leave behind are the ones that are of godliness. Other items remind folks that we liked or what we did, but godliness points others to the Lord. In fact, the word memory has the idea of memento, but the root word has the idea of to kneel or worship. So will our memory point others to kneel or worship God? The wicked seek not to leave a memory for God, but rather of themselves. The promise is simple. The name of the wicked shall rot. That is, it will decay, it will fall apart, it'll be lost. Think of Hollywood movie stars of past generations, John Wayne, Bob Hope. Some of those names are lost on this generation. What about athletes? Michael Jordan, Frank Thomas. Boy, you pour some of those names out, and they were big names back in the day, but they're not any longer. Odds are teens today would probably even have trouble remembering those names. I think Peter Marshall said it best. He said the measure of a life, after all, is not its duration, but its donation. So make sure that your life is leaving a donation.